This video isn't about some giant important issue, it is 22 nitpicks that I have that makes the game quite a bit annoying. Such as number 1. You can literally see the enemy's minis in the event mode. Click on their avatar and you see the silhouette of their minis. If you think the silhouettes aren't that revealing, guess which 5 minis these are. And I'll tell you the answer at the end of the video. And I'm sure you guys will get most of this right. You can even do that with draft duels. You just gotta reroll after the enemy picks their mini. I don't know if this is intentional, but I think this just ruins deck making for events. Number 2, the quest indicator. We used to have a quest icon next to a mini that you need to use for a quest. Can we please bring that back? It was so helpful seeing which mini I gotta use in my deck instead of clicking back and forth in the quest tab. And speaking of that, number 3, split quest tabs. There's one quest tab for mini pass quests and another for quest lines, and that makes it so inconvenient for me to tackle both types of quests at the same time. Number 4, let's say I return to Clash Mini after a year of not playing. Oh wow, the UI has completely changed. Okay, so here are all my minis. What's that collector level thingy at the top? Let me click that button. Surely it'll explain things nicely, right? Okay. Right. And okay, right. I think I'm gonna go back to Clash Royale now. Number 5, the Decoy Adept's Decoy. Just that is kind of confusing, right? Why did they name the beating stick the Decoy? That just causes confusion with the movable mini Decoy Adept, especially because people like to shrink mini names down to make it more convenient to say and type. So just name it Jeff. I mean, that is such a perfect opportunity. Pay homage to that beautiful old mini, or the beating stick, which is what I call it. Number 6, the battle UI is so small now. I always knew that the UI was smaller, but it really struck me when I was finding old footage for B-roll and look at how clearly visible everything is in the old days. Compare that to the tiny tech today. And what hit me even more is that when I was playing on my 5.8-inch phone, to be fair, I was very used to playing Clash Mini on iPad, but I literally had to squint to see my enemy minis clearly and what they're doing. So please, just make it bigger again, it's not that big of a deal. Number 7, another battle UI thing. Before the update, there used to be a big countdown timer in the middle of the screen in the prep phase. Where did that go? Now it's just a small timer on the top right that you'll barely notice, and if you don't play with sound effects and you don't hear the a lot of the time, you won't even notice that you're running out of time. Now let's just knock out some emote related ones. Number 8, where did the mute button go? I don't know about you, but I've had enough with the skillless Royal Ghost players spamming oops while their perma-invis Royal Ghost wrecks my entire team. But when it's my turn spamming oops while my perma-invis Royal Ghost wrecks the enemy's entire team, the emote button just disappeared so quickly after I win. I can't even throw a few "Are you ready?" at the end. But you know what's even worse? When my Royal Ghost kills so many minis that the kill counter pop-ups block the emote button, so I can't even spam oops because my Royal Ghost is doing too well for that. Let a man spam their oops. Come on, man. Okay, now that we got that off my chest. Number 11. In the healing temple, a lot of the time the enemies' names are obscured in the white background. When I say nitpick, I mean it, but still, it is slightly annoying that I can only read part of a name. Number 12. Learning classes in Clash Mini is so inconvenient. We need a page that displays what all the classes do in one screen, and showing what minis overlap in what sets, like the Shiuogram, so we don't have to constantly switch minis in our deck to find out what this class does and find out how to get this other class with this combination of that. The mini pass UI is repetitive. Look at how boring this looks. The rewards that are important should pop out, like the gold and epic keys, to add more anticipation to it. Number 13. Why can't you preview minis that are in higher sets? I think the dev team's reason is to add mystery of what's coming, to add anticipation, but I'd argue that showing people the minis that will get them even more excited and willing to come back to get them. Plus, I mean, it'll be revealed online and the Mini News tab anyway, right? Is it time for another rant? I think it's time for another rant. This time, let's talk about toy machines. When I'm doing 10 pulls, why doesn't the game stop when I pull the grand prize? Like, does the game think that my goal is getting gold or fragments instead? Oh wait, I wouldn't even remember about it because number 16, there's no recap screen for my 10 pull toy machines. I wouldn't even know how many fragments and gold I get in total or how lucky I got. So I can't screenshot my insane toy machine results and farm likes on Twitter. Well, to be fair, I did farm likes from the tweet about this blue box that tells you when you don't have enough keys. How nice of them to remind me. Let's see what this recommendation is about. Wait, I just bought it? You're telling me that giant blue box is actually a purchase button? For the people who lost 1,000 gems with this, by this super deceiving button, I am so sorry about that. I lost 40 gems with this as well. You deserve your gems back so much. Okay, back to normal. Number 18. The last update, all the mini related avatars are put in the mini progression system, including the animated avatars for Archer and P.E.K.K.A. So you end up having 2 minis that get you objectively better rewards. Seems a bit unfair, don't you think? Number 19. Have you ever moved a hero from its original spot, then decided that you want to move the hero back, but you forgot which spot it's originally in? Now yes, it is just a run-into chance unless you're really stupid, but it will be way more reassuring if the hero's original tile will be maybe highlighted a little bit, so we know where to put the hero back. Number 20. The descriptions of some mini abilities are ambiguous at best. Why is that referred to as effective heal? If you are at full HP, it wouldn't be healed anyway. Veterans will understand that nearby means this radius and surrounding means this radius, but new players would be clueless about the difference. If you get the 4 goblin minis down, does the dodge chance stack with the 4 unit buff? Because it says team, which includes goblins themselves, right? If it does, do goblins get 30% plus 35% of 30% dodge chance, leading to 40% dodge? Or is it brackets 30 plus 35 close brackets chance, leading to 65% dodge? I have the same questions for rangers. Do they get plus 48% attack speed or 90% extra? Why does the battle machine description not talk about gizmos at all? What each of them do or their upgrades with the 3rd promotion. Hell, they don't even explain what gizmos are. And what does the number in brackets mean after the keyword push? You might know that it's the number of tiles knocked back, but I'm sure newer players will have no idea. Well, at least they explain what HP steal does well. Oh, well, except for the countess, I guess. Before we get to the final 3, let's review the silhouette answers. That's the bowler, that's the goblin, that's mini P.E.K.K.A, Hog Rider, and of course the P.E.K.K.A. Comment how many you got, because recognizing this is somehow a skill now. Number 21. Remember how you used to be able to see what tile is coming tomorrow? Why is that removed? I mean, we need this more than ever because on number 22, tile rotation is random now. Sometimes I wouldn't even see a tile for weeks, and sometimes a tile appears that already appeared a few days ago. Getting some consistency here shouldn't be that hard, right? But now I saved the best for last. I love talking about this because it's just so fascinating. Number 23, the Battle Boxer. I'm not even gonna say anything. Here's an image of her and her emote. Let's see if you can connect the dots. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. The skin tones, the contrast. If it's slightly darker, I get it. But this is so clear, it's black and white. I'm sorry, that is just the perfect opportunity there, okay? I don't know how this could have happened. Maybe it's some big miscommunication? What I'm sure though is that one of them is not the real battle boxer. One of them is an imposter, okay? Or I guess she stayed in a tanning salon for years. But of course, these are just nitpicks. To get the more serious game-breaking problems, here's a video on the problem of toy machines that nobody is talking about.